Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of Kitmaker Network, and welcome to another mail call. It's been a little while. I've been dealing with lots of stuff lately, health issues and everything, but I'm not going to go into all that because, you know, why? You're not tuning in for this, whatever. So, but I just want to let you guys know I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I will be having a couple things coming up. One of the things we've been prepping for is a move. We're going to be moving actually out of the area sometime in the next year or so, well, about a year from now or less. And but I'm moving out of this office. We've been here for 5 years and 1 month actually when we move out. Doesn't seem like 5 years, but it's going to be. So yeah, interesting. But we're moving back into the home scenario for a while, and then of course when we move, we'll have space either in the new house or I'll have to find again some kind of rental space. But we had internet at both locations, and we have an office space at home, but it's not quite big enough for this. So, but we figured out how we could pack up some furniture and use a second room, and so now we'll have 2 rooms in our house that are part of the home office. Anyways, so that's something that's at the end of the month I have to do. May cause a little bit of issues. We got quite a bit of stuff in. We got some stuff from Tamiya. I think these are some new items, and then maybe I think I know what this is. We'll see. And then we got a few other items here, Zvezda and something from, I believe, Hobby Co. and magazines. Let's just start opening stuff up, shall we? Because, you know, that's what this show is all about. Seeing what I got in recently, sample-wise. Looks like we've gotten the number 150 and 151. Not sure why it's both. Says something about #1 magazine for models. But I think they've done like a double issue is what I'm guessing. Anyways, Steel Masters in French. We'll cover it on a turning the page, but it looks like that's going to be a nice big old issue there. What else did we get book-wise? We got in this item from Canfora. Let's see what this is. How does this open? This does not look like it has one of those easy open things. Hope everyone's been well. Health-wise, I've been pretty good. I was sick for that flu, but that's all over with, thankfully. We got the T60 small tanks and variants in. This is by James Kinnear and Yuri Pashuluk. This is part of Red Machines 1 series and a hardcover. So that is something that we will again cover on a turning the page. And we also got an on display Under the Red Star by Canfora. This is a soft cover, obviously covering Soviet armor. And we'll go do a turning the page on that one as well. What else did we get? Well, we got in something from a new supporter advertiser on the site. This is by True Color. This is some of their paints, a sample smattering of their paints. If you're not familiar with True Color, they've been around for a while doing railroad paints and such, but now they're getting into other areas of scale modeling. They've got into automotive paints. They've got into aircraft and ships, and even now some armor, which is on the military paints thing. Smelling a strong whiff in here. I hope this didn't actually break loose. Gonna have to use my box cutters, I think, to get this open. Alrighty. Nope, looks like it made it okay. So we've got in paint guides and some information, and then this is just kind of giving, again, we'll cover these in hopefully some better format. I'm going to try to find people to do maybe projects with these paints. True Color is a company that's run by folks that are basically in the chemical formula business. You know, they're people who know chemicals, which is always good for paint companies because you want people to know what they're doing with them. So I think their basic premise is, though, accuracy. In other words, like if you're getting a blue-gray naval color for a ship or something, you're going to get the matched color to that, not a close approximation. So, but they're in these, what size are these bottles? I'm going to get my reading glasses. Hold a momento. One fluid ounce. So they're 1 fluid ounce containers. They're straight open, you know, easy access and so forth. But yeah, they've sent us quite a few colors here. We've got grays, forest greens, matte dirt, forest green. Looks like I got some thinner, or yeah, some 2 ounce of thinner. I mean, their packaging, their website is very good looking. Their packaging is, and their marketing is a little bit, I don't want to be negative, but you know, compared to what we're used to from the Spanish companies, it's very straightforward and utilitarian. And again, I think coming from their background, you know, they're looking at it more like a supply kind of thing where, you know, you don't have to have fancy labels and logos and all that stuff, but clearly they are competing in a space where all that stuff exists. So again, I'd love to get these out to people so that they can try them out. They look pre-thinned, but I'm not sure. I'm not a paint expert myself, or not. I'm not at that level where I would say, yeah, I know a lot about this stuff and I can give you guys some, you know, really good info. So I'd rather somebody who's kind of more of a paint whiz take a look at these. We've got definitely people out there who will. So, but yeah, there's a variety of stuff here. Sand, deck gray, pre-war, so that's a naval color probably. Armor, olive drab, matte dark, pale gray, blue gray, and olive drab 2. So second olive drab color. But anyways, all right, so moving on to the bigger box stuff. This is something I think we got from Zvezda. And they decided to definitely ship it in the box this time, I can tell. With much brown wrapping paper. All right, so this is their new Russian MSTA that detached here from all its wrapping paper. The MCTA in 1/35th scale C. So a mobile artillery piece. Thing looks like a frickin' monster. Just kind of curious to take a look at, see what the size of the upper structure is and stuff. Yeah, well, it's not. It's this, you know, standard tank-sized base. Clearly, the picture there is kind of showing it really close up. But you know, you can tell from the superstructure of the turret there, it's quite large. Must house quite a few people quasi-standing. All right, so moving on. Well, I'm doing this kind of in order of the way they were received, which these Tamiya items just came in today, so. I would never save Tamiya for last to string you guys along and make you wait through the whole video. I would never do that. All right, so we've got in from Academy and from MRC, we've got the U.S. Army AH-64D in 1/72nd scale. This is a Block 2 late version. Yep. And with interesting shark mouth detail there. We got in the USSR T-3476 number 183 factory production. It's also 1/35th scale. Quite a few markings, 5 different markings shown here on the side. And we got in the USS Enterprise CV6 in 1/700 scale. So this is a modeler's edition. I'm sure this has been out before, but this must have some additional parts, being the modeler's edition. Usually hints at some kind of additional stuff included. Interesting, you know, I can't not comment on kind of shipping stuff. Interesting little bags of foam. So instead of just the airbags now, we have airbags with foam stuff in them. So some lucky person will be getting these. You're welcome. I actually had a fire inspector in here earlier, first time ever, which was really embarrassing because I'd just gotten here and I left the door open, which I usually lock. And so I was coming to the door because he knocked, but he opened the door thinking he'd heard somebody say come in, but I didn't say come in. So, oh, I think I'd said something like just a minute. Anyways. Little bit of real life action going on here. All right, let's see what's new from Tamiya. This should be definitely the new item. Could be both of these are new items. I mean, they're both new items. There's one's newer than the other, I believe. We'll see. I'm gonna keep you hanging. I'm trying to remember what is new that just came out. Ah, the Archer, yes. So the British self-propelled anti-tank gun Archer. Interesting that this is a tank I first ran across in World of Tanks. Goes faster backwards than does forwards. And it's very difficult to play, and I sold that sucker as soon as I went up to the next tank, which was the Achilles, right? Yeah, I think the Achilles comes after this. So, but you know, it's interesting from just a tank standpoint. It's pretty interesting looking tank, and definitely not sure that these guys are included. Let's see. Let me take a quick peek and see what's in here. Yeah, it looks like they are included. They're right on the main frame, so they're not. They were actually molded and sculpted for this kit. Yeah, so we'll take a look at this. I don't know if this is just out, but it either hasn't been released yet, so we've gotten an early preview copy probably, and we'll definitely be taking a look at that in a cracking the box. And then we do want somebody to build it. So if you are interested in building a Tamiya kit, let me know. All right, now this one. We'll see. Oops, am I opening the wrong end? I'll open this side. Yeah. I did not get this when I was supposed to get this, and the folks at Tamiya were nice enough to send it to me anyways. Even though now it's definitely been out or released. But the 1/16 display model Panzer Jäger, Jagdpanther, Jagdpanther. And that is the non-RC, obviously, version of it, but a 1/16 scale. So if the box looked big and you're like, wow, that's an awful big box for a 35th scale kit. Yeah, because it's 1/16 scale. This kit should be out and available in stores. Probably seen a few people. If you're a YouTube model watcher, you've probably seen at least, you know, a couple of these or one of these out there already. But for some reason, this one escaped me, and they just now are obviously probably getting a second container or box in. But I would like to thank the people at Tamiya USA for sending us this one. I will definitely be building this myself, being that this is one of my favorite tanks. Like, in fact, hold on just a second. Oh wait, I don't have that here. Darn, I was going to pull out there the actual last vehicle I was working on back when I was in my 20s. I got back into modeling again after being in the teens, and I got back into it in my early 20s, but I was moving and I had a hobby room at the time. And when I moved, I didn't have space for it. So literally the last model I was building was a Tamiya 1/35th scale Jagd Panther. And anyway, so yeah, it's kind of like it's still in half painted stance, but yeah, I've got it packed away somewhere in a box somewhere with all my kits that I made back in the yesteryear. But yeah, no, this is definitely one of my faves. So I will I need to finish the Abrams, and then I will push on with this one. So I'll have a double 1/16 Tamiya build back to back, and that should be interesting. So, whew, all the things. All right, well, if you know how this works, these are all samples. They're available for review. If you are aware or not aware of how our system works, check the link in the description, which will take you to a page that kind of talks about how we do our samples and so forth. And yeah, I mean, I hope if everybody has questions, put them in the comments section, and I will be happy to take a look at those and answer ones I can and so forth. And please give a thumbs up or a like if you liked what you saw here, and we will see you next time on Mail Call.